Last night, the Hurricanes were able to clinch their second straight division title. Find out just how historic this win in this episode of Locked On Hurricanes.
You're Locked On Hurricanes, your daily podcast on the Carolina Hurricanes. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Hey there, Yaks. I'm your host, Jared Ellis, and you're listening to Locked On Hurricanes, the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. And as always, I'd like to thank you for making Locked On Hurricanes your first listen on this evening. And as always, follow along on Twitter and Instagram at LO_Hurricanes, on Twitter at Jared Ellis _96. And in this episode, we will be diving into the Hurricanes' previous win against the New York Rangers, recapping that game as well as the implications or effects, I guess you would say, that game held and what it means for the Hurricanes going forward. And looking ahead to the regular season finale against the New Jersey Devils as well. But before we get into that, there is some heavy news that we do need to discuss as not only hockey fans, but human beings. Yesterday, prior to the game against the Rangers, Carolina Hurricanes broadcaster Trip Tracy or color commentator Trip Tracy put out some tweets. I'm sure I won't read those at this point. If you want to see them, you've already seen them at this point. But long story short, he admitted he had a drinking problem, and that has been something that I have dealt with as well. So I do want people, you guys, listeners, as well as other folks that don't even listen to the show, your friends, your family, whatever, respect the man's privacy. Let him deal with this on his own and with his family and his friends. I saw someone say that, oh, if it wasn't supposed to be uh, talked about and whatnot, it shouldn't have made it public. It was deleted for a reason. But the Carolina Hurricanes put out a statement on that earlier this afternoon regarding that. And Don Waddell had this to say. He said, Trip is going to take some time away from the team and the past to address a personal matter. We are in full support of his efforts to get health. Ask that everyone please respect his privacy matter. End quote. And they went on to add in another post that Shane Willis will step into the analyst role alongside play-by-play announcer Scalco for the network's remaining broadcasts this season. And that's what happened on the game against the Rangers. Shane Willis filled in there, but like I said, I wish nothing but the best for Trip, and take all the time you need. And I said earlier today, there will be more hockey games. Another Trip Tracy. He needs to take all the time he needs. And on behalf of Locked On Hurricanes and the Locked On Network as a whole, you send the best of wishes to Trip Tracy. But now diving into last night's game against the Rangers, the game where the Hurricanes won in action at all. The Hurricanes won the Metro Division, and that's exactly what happened. The Carolina Hurricanes won this game to 3. This is their second straight division title. And because last year they won the Central Division in the realigned season, and now they won ever actually Metropolitan Division championship. They had won two Southeast Division titles. They won the one Central, and now they have a Metro Division title under their belt. And I think that's something to be very proud of. As far as this team organization has come over the past few years, that I think that's really big. And we'll talk more about just what that means here shortly. But diving into the game, this Pyotr Kochekov's third NHL game in 4 days. He obviously started against Jersey, got the win in overtime there, and then he came in relief for Antti Ranta in the New York Islanders game, and now he played in this game. And this was a big test for him in big game against a very very good opponent with heavy stakes. Here, this wasn't again, no disrespect to the Rangers or Islanders. The New York Rangers are a better team than them, and this was a game for the division title. So there's a lot riding on this game, and you never would have known that this was the kid's third NHL game. He handled himself really, really well, and he looked really great. Again, you know, it was his third game. He ended up being able to stave off a really, really heavy storm from the Rangers to open up the game. And then at the start of the second period, it was a massive part of being able to have a 7-minute penalty kill and the Rangers not be able to get anything by is really, really big for him. And I feel that, I feel more confident now heading into the postseason. Antti Raanta was backing him up in this game. Good, he wasn't 100%, but he would be able to back up, and that's a positive. As well as I forget it yesterday or the day before. Saw that the Freddie Anderson should be ready to go by playoff time. Don't know whole lot yet, but again, he people are speculating that he's going to be ready to go come playoff time. I think that's really good. Obviously, you got your two elite level goals back and ready to go, but now you got this third guy there that's going to be really good to have. Should something happen again, and show that he can step up to the plate and not let the bright lights get the best of him and not get rattled. That was impressive to me. And he was my first star of the game by far. And Brady Shea, he is honestly just watching this game. I'm loving having him on this team. I know, obviously, I know he's been here for a while now. I know that, but it really feels like this season he's really came into his own Carolina Hurricane, and he has been outstanding this year, and that continued into this game of the Rangers. Yeah, that we need to step up, in these kinds of situations. He absolutely did, and Vincent Trocheck as well. Just heating up at the time we need him to, and we're got one game left in the regular season now, and our guys that we need to be heating up are heating up. Scroll down the box score real quick, for this game, and just looking at the guys we're chipping in. That's many times that this team is at their best when guys from all up and down the lineup are you look at that first goal, that Trocheck goal, Trocheck scoring it and Nino Niederreiter on the assist. Second goal, Jordan Martinook in that goal with Derek Stepan and Martin Hs, the assist there. Uh, Obviously, Derek Stepan, did majority of the work there just kind of grazed off of Marty's quote big bicep that he said in post game. But and then you look at your third goal, Evo Teravainen with assist from Vincent Trocek and Brady Shea yet again. And then third period, Sebastian Aho scoring with assists from Seth Jarvis, Jacob Slavin. These I've said many times that this team is at their best when you have guys from up and down the line chipping in. Fourth goal, you got your star player, first line mate, and your best defenseman. And then you obviously got another more stars on that third goal. You got your fourth line chipping in. And then again, Vincent Trocek heating up when you need him to. You got guys up and down the lineup chipping in all season long. That's when this team at their best. And they looked, especially second and third period, looked at their best. And they looked like the better team. That's not taking anything away from the Rangers. Rangers are a damn good team. But the Hurricanes look like the better team, and I think that was because they were having great team play from everyone out on the ice. And then, of course, you got guys showing up or that aren't necessarily showing up on the goal sheet that are having impact out there. Svetch, heck, Domi's been playing better. I've been really, really critical of him as of like Ian Cole, looking really good as well. Like guys that aren't even showing up on the score sheet are really chipping in and having an impact on this game, and they're playing a great team game, and that's what's really going to carry the heading into the playoffs. On the street, you got guys, you can't just watch out for your Sebastian Aho, Andrei Svechnikov, Teuvo Teravainen. Watch out for those guys. Oh, you got to watch out for Brady Shea on the blue line. Oh, you got to watch out for your entire third line, your fourth line. Just having guys all over the set, you got to watch out for. I think that's something that's going to really, really benefit this team heading into the playoffs. And I'm really looking forward to that. And they really seem to be bouncing back when they need to after having faced a losing streak, off and on play, injuries, looking really, really good when they need to. And as I said, this game was one that had a lot riding on it. It really, and we'll talk about that and just how much this game held for the Hurricanes right after this quick break. Now, folks, you guys know me. You know I work weird work schedules, so I don't necessarily always have the time to go grocery shopping, and HelloFresh makes that easy. With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-poured ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. So skip the trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. You can get farm fresh seasonal produce and easy to make recipes delivered right to your door every week. Ingredients travel from the farm to your door in under a week, so they always arrive fresh, all without the trip to the grocery store or the farmer's market. It's about convenience with HelloFresh. Not only do the ingredients come pre-portioned, so you're not overbuying or wasting food, but it's easier than ever to get filling meals on the table in a snap option like family friendly or quick and easy recipes. So right now you can go to hellofresh.com/locked on 16 and use code locked on 16 to up to 16 free meals and 3 gifts. That's hellofresh.com/locked on 16. Use code locked on 16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 gifts. Now, folks, looking at this game, talked about the Hurricanes playing really well and whatnot, but as I mentioned, this was really big for the Hurricanes, and yeah, I already mentioned this was their second straight division title. They won the Central last year, Metro this year. That's obviously really really great, and first time they've ever won. They also this year set a franchise record with 114 points in the season, still 1 game left to play, and 53 wins, still 1 game left to play. And I think that this was also Max Domi's 500th career game, so congratulations to him. But looking at where this franchise was 5 years ago, you're to tell me this team would be able to turn around. Yeah, I might believe you, that in a couple years, yeah, they may be able to turn around and at least be like a wild card team, you know? But if you were to tell me that they would, just in a matter of 4 years, would be able to turn it around, not only just in 1 season, be able to turn around and go to the conference final, but then to have straight playoff appearances and be a Stanley Cup contender, 2 straight division titles, set franchise records for wins and points, have Calder finalists with Alex Ovechkin, have guys, in the Norris conversation, like Jacob Slavin, Dougie Hamilton, have guys Selke Trophy nomination like Jordan Staal, have a trophy conversation like Frederick Anderson. I wouldn't have believed you. I would have thought you're freaking and and I think that really I think that says a lot about, Carl selling the team to Dundon. If Francis getting out as GM, Waddell coming in, peeing out as head coach, Brind'amour staying. They really thought of just how much that really benefited the team. Yeah, I know. You know, their types, with Dundon and Waddell, Brind'amour, but you know, it was on a different day. But yeah, I, I think if you look at this this franchise in compared to where they were just a few years ago, I think it's one of the best things that ever happened to this franchise. And a franchise that they kept going down the road that they're going on. All these relocation books could have happened. You never know. If they continue to just be a bottom feeder, you know. So I'm really proud of this team. No matter what happens in the playoffs, I'm obviously looking forward to that. We'll talk about all that, here on the show as that happens. But I'm really proud of this team, for what they did. There's obviously bigger fish to fry, of course. Brind'amour said that, but let's enjoy this for a night. Obviously, it's late at night now as of this recording, but let's enjoy this. You know, this is something that we haven't felt success, like this for and sustain success like this for very, very long time. And I think that, it's nice. It's really a long time fan of the team, remembering, you know, the days that I vividly remember when they won the Stanley Cup. Uh, uh, in my parents' house, growing up, when they won it, and running around the living room, cheering, you know, watching on the big, fat back TVs, uh, and then go through that entire decade of mediocrity. Now we've had sustained success, you know, being good, having guys being up for awards, playoff spots, contending for Stanley Cups, franchise records. It, it's really nice, that we can enjoy this now. Nothing but pain and whatnot. We've been really spoiled this season, especially. This team has been really, really good, and I'm really looking forward to what we're gonna see from them here in tomorrow against the Devils, as well as heading into the playoffs. But speaking of the Devils, is our next game, and we will take a quick look at that game right after this quick break. Now, folks, it's springtime. People are going on hikes and enjoying the nice weather. And Built Bar is here to be your springtime snack. And Built Bar is, of course, the protein bar that tastes like a candy. The best part about Built Bars is that they're healthy and delicious. No more sacrificing delicious food for health. With Built Bar, you can have both, and it's easy. All you have to do is go to built.com and order now. All Built Bars and Puffs are covered in 100% real chocolate. That means with Built Bar, you can eat healthy and actually enjoy doing it. Built Bars are, of course, low calorie, low high fiber, and high protein. Most Built Bar only 130 calories, 4 grams of sugar, and 4 net carbs, and 17 grams of protein. Compare that to a candy bar, which usually has around 200 calories, 30 grams of sugar, and dozens of net carbs. So right now, you can go to built.com and get all of your favorites from banana cream pie, raspberry, double chocolate, and many, many more. There's something for everyone in between their regular flavors, their limited time flavors, their pop, something for everyone. So right now you can go to built.com and use promo code LOCKS15 and you'll get 15% off your order when you use promo code LOCKS15 for 15% off .com. Now looking at regulars and finale against New Jersey. Th this is a game. Well, we're obviously going to discuss this more in the next episode, but this is going to be a very interesting game, I feel, because the Hurricanes have clinched the division. They're guaranteed home ice through at least the first 2 rounds. And, they got some guys that are banged up. Antti Ranta, 100% from game time. Maybe not. I don't know. Freddie Anderson, still a bit of up in the air. Rumor has it he'll be ready for playoff. There hasn't been official word. Jesperi Kotkaniemi out. And then they're telling what the guys that are playing are dealing with, you know? So